Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm already a sweaty mess, but we're gonna pretend that doesn't matter. And I wanted to say happy birthday again to Heidi. Let me get her sign. Happy birthday. This is a recycled sign that Jesslyn made for me for my birthday, and I'm just recycling it for all the birthdays that we're in quarantine for. So it'll be our birthday memory together. Anyway, I wanted to talk real quick for a second about, so today I think we're gonna go a little beyond 40 minutes, but you can pop in and out whenever you need to, obviously. And just using a mat, we'll do a little bit of abs. We're gonna try and hold some stretches a little bit longer, which I am not good at. So I'm really gonna try because it's so good for us. So when we're in a stretch and it goes silent for a second, hang in that stretch, breathe. When you're inhaling, try and think of something that you're grateful for. And when you're exhaling, we want to think of what we don't need to hang on to, what we don't want to carry around with us for the rest of the day. And then I was talking to myself this morning about Easter is going to look different for us and our family because we can't get together with my sweet mama and my family. And so I was thinking of, as I was looking at like my nails and my hair and everything in my house, I was thinking of all the things that I miss, whether it's like getting your gray hair covered up or getting your eyebrows done or whatever it is. If you make a list of those things, and I'll probably annoy you and send this out via our email as well, but if you make a list of those things and then send a card to those people over the next week or two, we sometimes forget to be grateful for the person who waxes our eyebrows or paints our toes, or they feel supported in this time of uncertainty. So anyway, just a thought, and I will send that via email as well, but it might be a fun tradition for Easter tomorrow if you want. Good morning, David. I'm glad you're here. Again, as we get going, I think because we're holding the stretches a little bit longer today, we'll go a little bit longer than I originally quoted. And you'll notice I deleted that so that no one could call me on it. So I made sure there was no proof of that 40-minute promise. So we're going to come to the back of our mat. And then again, just know you can stay in a stretch longer if it feels better for you to hold something and I'm moving on. Or if you don't want to do high hovers, low hovers, then just don't skip it and hang out where you feel good. You want to restore yourself in this time. Find your joy. Some of you high hover, low hovers are your joy, and be my guest. Slide your weight up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels, and then slide onto the heels, lift the toes. Shift to the outer rim of the foot. And then shift to the inside rim of the foot. Now take your weight so you feel the front, back, side to side connect to the floor. So you want to feel all of that ground into the earth. Soften the knees so we exaggerate that bend forward. So when you're coming into that position, you go way forward, and then you flex your quads and pull the knees way back. And then we find that little space. So you hover the knees right over the feet, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. So when we go to extremes, one side to the next, it lets that pendulum then kind of find itself in the middle. So that's what you're trying to do with your body. Your hips come forward, you squeeze your glutes, you're exaggerated. You're an extension of the spine. And then you come back, you push your hips to the back, and then there's a slight hinge in the hip, and it's again an exaggerated drop. Then we shift to the right, coming out of neutral, out of our alignment to find our center. And switch. And then bring the hip center. So the hips are right over the knees, right over your feet. Take your shoulders, roll your shoulders forward, and just start to think about what you need out of this time today. So again, let yourself kind of check in and see what do you need to gather from this. Is it body movement alone? Pull those shoulders back and down, lift the heart. Is it more soulful? Is it more emotional? Find what you need so that we can be strategic with our time together. And then release the shoulders right over the hips, right over the knees, right over the ankles. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. And switch, left ear to the left shoulder. Now tilt the chin to chest. And then we're gonna gaze up, but don't wrench the neck. Right ear to the right shoulder. Now this time, so you have that tilt, and then take your chin towards the left shoulder. Bring your head back to center, and then your left ear goes to the left shoulder. Take your chin, draw it across towards the right. Now bring your head back to center, starting with some movement. Go ahead and shake out your body a little bit. Now we're trying to come from a strong place. Again, I want you to take what you need, leave what you don't. So you can ignore me at any time. But when we're standing in our space, we can just collapse our body into the floor, not intentional with our muscle contraction. Or right now, you could squeeze your bottom, so your glutes are closed. Your quads are tight. Your hamstrings are long because you're engaging the quadriceps. And then your whole body is going to feel more solid, more braced. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop the navel to spine, round your back. The hands come to the floor, shake your head, no. Nod your head, yes. And then let your head just hang. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. And think about that strategy. Your quads strong, your glutes strong, shoulders open, abs tight. And again, deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round the back, drop the hands. Relax your head. Slide your hands up the shins, look forward. Slide your hands back down. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves up, squeeze your glutes, pull your abs in, roll your shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back, draw your hands to the mat. Slide your hands up the shins, look forward. Slide your hands back down, bend your left knee, lift your right fingertips to the ceiling. The bigger the bend in your left knee, the deeper the stretch of the right hamstring. Inhale. Now exhale, stay here, take this right hand and bring it around to your left hip. Inhale. Exhale, take the hand back to the ceiling and then draw the right hand down to the mat. Relax your head. Slide your hands up the shins, look forward. Slide your hands back down, bend your right knee, lift your left hand to the ceiling. The bigger the bend in the right knee, the deeper the stretch in the left hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, stay here. Take your left hand, reach it around to your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand back to the ceiling. Bring the left hand back down to the floor. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back. Relax your head. Slide your hands up the shins, look forward. Slide the hands down to the floor, bend your left knee, right hand up. Right hand wraps around. Right hand up. Right hand to the floor and switch. Bend your right knee, left hand up. Left hand wraps. Left hand up. Left hand to the floor. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Strong legs, strong abs. Round your back, hands come down. Relax your head. Slide your hands up the shins, look up. Slide back down, bend your left knee, right hand to the ceiling. Right hand wraps. Right hand to the ceiling. right hand to the floor, and switch. Bend your right knee, left hand to the ceiling. Left hand wraps. Left hand to the ceiling. And left hand down. Do that again. Bend your left knee, right hand up. Right hand wraps. Pull your tailbone up. Right hand to the ceiling. Right hand to the floor. Bend your right knee. Left hand up. Left hand wraps. Left hand up. And left hand to the floor. One more time, please. Bend your left knee. Right hand up. Right hand wraps. Pull your tailbone up, up, up. Right hand to the ceiling. Right hand to the floor and switch. Bend your right knee. Left hand up. Left hand wraps. Tailbone lifted. Left hand up. Left hand to the mat. Slowly roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your abdominals in. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shake it out. Deep breath in. Here we go. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in. Round your back. Relax your head. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. High hover. Walk your hands back. Listen. Walk your hands forward. So it's just the front end of that inchworm. Low hover. You could set your knees down or up. High hover. Walk your hands in. Stretching the hamstrings each time we do that. So that movement. High hover. You walk forward. Squeeze your behind. Low hover. High hover. Walk your hands back. Stretch the hamstrings into the Achilles. Now the option with your knees down, check it out. Walk your hands forward. The knees would come down at that point. Low hover. High hover. Walk your hands back. The knees pop up as you crawl in. 2 more, please. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. High hover. Walk your hands back. Scoop your belly button in. 1 more time. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. High hover. Walk your hands back. Scoop your belly button in. Relax your head. Roll yourselves all the way up, articulating the spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Stack your shoulders. Deep breath in. Arms up. Exhale. Drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in. Round your back. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. Press your chest through. So you're in that extension of your spine. Set your thighs down. Flatten your feet. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Back to center. The shoulders are going to want to rise up, and you're pushing the earth down and away. So that will stretch and spread the shoulder blades, the scapula. We're using that to open the heart. Then push back into that child's pose stretch. Bow the head towards the mat. Take your hands behind you, palms up to the ceiling. Tuck the hips under, so you tuck the hips, feeling heavy in the tailbone to create that length through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand, reach it underneath. So your right hand comes across the body. I'm going to read the screen while you're in that stretch. So you take that right. Oh, I agree. Hey, Akiko. I totally agree. I don't think we'll take, now we have to remember that, you guys. We say we won't take it for granted and switch arms. And then like a month in, we might. So let's remind ourselves, remind each other that in a year. So now you have the opposite arm underneath. Squeeze nice and strong with the abdominals. And then as we come up, you're going to come back onto the feet. So our first stretch before our superset of something else comes, we take our right leg out to the side. Now you can have this left leg tucked if you want, or bring it out to the side so that that knee is open to the side. And from there, we sit up nice and tall, scoop your belly button in, and then just crawl yourselves forward towards this right leg. So that could be here today. That could be here. You could create a wrap. A lot of you will have more mobility than I do. So you find what serves you with that reach, and then breathe into that tight hamstring. Exhale, let it go. The good thing is about our team is I feel like we always were pretty grateful for one another. So I think we're even more grateful, but I think we've always been very appreciative of one another. That makes me very proud of us, of you. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can let this left hip drop towards the floor a little heavier. Inhale. Exhale, come up, switch the feet. So now your left leg extends, your right leg inverts. So you bring that right leg behind. Flex the foot to create a little more tension. If you want this tucked, you can do that as well. And then lean towards that left leg. We're gonna hold that and breathe. So again, each time you exhale, try and let go of what you don't need to hang on to. On the exhalation, picture this right hip getting heavier and sinking down deeper into your mat. So if that counterbalance pulls heavy into the mat, this stretches deeper. Inhale. Exhale. You can flex this for more tension. You can pull that foot towards you. One more big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come up, bring both knees behind you so you're in that hand to knee position. Dig your toes into the floor, lift your hips, press back, and then walk with your feet. So you're rolling through your feet, drawing the heel towards the floor. If your Achilles, if your legs are tight, your calves are tight, then you may want to spend a little bit more time stretching that. You can do that, hold and pause. Otherwise, that fluid movement, rolling through the feet. And then heels come down, walk the hands back, purposefully roll yourselves up, picturing one vertebrae at a time, stacking on top of each other. You open the chest, look up, take a deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, hinge, scoop the navel to spine, round your back. Walk your hands forward, high hover, low hover, high hover, right arm up, high hover, low hover, high hover, right arm up, high hover, low hover, high hover, right arm up. You could do all of that with your knees down. It would look like this. High hover, knees are on the mat. Low hover, high hover, let right arm up. Still keeping those knees so the knees can lift or stay down. High hover, low hover, high hover, right arm up, high hover, low hover. We have two more. High hover, right arm up, right arm down, low hover, high hover, right arm up, right arm down. Now listen, hopper walk in, chair pose. Scoop your belly in, hands down, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose. Now options, hands down, hop or walk back. I can set my knees down, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, scoop your belly in, hands down, hop or walk back, gentle land, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, 2 more please, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose. Now we go for the other side, hands down, hop or walk back, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, reach to the ceiling, left hand down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, so strong, reach, reach, left hand down, 2 more, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left arm down, 1 more time please, low hover, high hover, left arm up, left hand down, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, squeeze your behind, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, 2 more please, hands down, hop or walk back, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands down, last one, hop or walk back. Now this time, hop or walk in, chair pose, hands come down, hop or walk back, low hover, press your chest through, extension, lay your thighs down, flatten your shins, flatten your feet, push the ground away from you. We're engaging the triceps to not be here just sinking into our joints, but to press with strength and power up and out. And then sink back, child's pose. Nice big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, walk your hands back, turn yourself so that your legs are in front. We'll do a quick core set, not corset. And then we'll take it into a stretch that might be a little bit uncomfortable but for some, but so good for us. Lean your body back, scoop your belly button in, and then pump the arms. So as we're pumping the arms, I want you to think about having super gentle weight in your feet, and then your weight is in 2 sits bones. So you're not rocking back onto that tailbone, but you feel 2 bony masses connect to the floor. So from there, then we pump the arms to cause disruption while we tighten the abdominals for 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm so proud of you guys for showing up this morning. I know not everyone loves stretching, so good job making time for that. Last 2 and 1. Reach the arms up and swim. Now you're trying to use this disruption to keep this braced, so the more you feel a shift from glute to glute, anchor yourself so you tighten up stronger in the quads. the hamstrings, the glutes, and the abs so that this movement doesn't rock you. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, shoulders back and down, 3, last 2, and 1. Now take the body so that you're still anchored, don't move your hips, and then little figure 8 sideways. So that little cross over and around, over and around. Draw the navel in a little bit tighter towards the spine. Now we're gonna slow that rhythm down and lift the leg, lift the leg, lift the leg. So you come to the left and lift, come to the right and lift. It's not a grand lift because you're just lifting the body weight for the abdominals to have to carry that. So again, we're not trying to go into extension. We just hover the foot, hover the foot, hover the foot. You might get a little cheer from Gracie the dog in a second, so just be ready so you don't get too startled. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and then hold your right leg in extension. That could be on the floor and pump. So for some of us, we have so much tension here that we may want to be up here. Listen to your body with that. I'm concerned just with how you're holding and bracing the core. So we can work really hard standing, we can work really hard seated, you can work really hard here. But if we're going right into a space where your body's really uncomfortable, more in the joints than in the muscle, then it just goes to that distraction and then the muscle doesn't do as much as it could. So whether I have that leg lifted or down on the floor, or I could stay here, or I could stay here, find what serves you. For 4, 3, 2, keeping that leg extension, reach the arms and swim for 8. Tighten the ribs in and down towards your hip. For 4, nice, strong, tight, intentional contraction with the abdominals, and then switch the leg and pump. So again, I could be here with that leg resting on the floor. I could sit up a little taller, see if that helps my hip. I could have that leg bent if I wanted. Find what serves you. For 8, see if you can pull the belly button in just a little bit tighter. For 4, 3, last 2, and then reach the arms up and swim. Brace your core, keep your body solid. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Release the arms. Now, we're going to lay ourselves all the way down on our mat. Your left foot is on your right knee, and you pull your right knee in towards you. Now, as you're in this stretch, flex your left foot. So the tension, when we flex this foot, is going to increase. So you want your left foot flexed, and then you add a stretch by pulling this knee in. You can reach your hands behind, hold on to that thigh if you want to. Try not to let this collapse to your body. You open that out to the side, and then we want to sit in this stretch for a minute. Take a deep breath in. So this, when the other one gets too uncomfortable, this is where you're going to come back to. So when you come back, you will have that figure 4, that upright stretch. Otherwise, keep the flex. Take 2 more nice big deep breaths in. I could have this foot on the floor if that feels better. 1 more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, unwrap the thigh, take your left leg, your left foot, and bring it down to the floor. Let your left foot rest on the ground, and then you can bring your right hand and just hug the thigh in a little bit. Take your left arm overhead, kind of like a Y. If you had both arms up, you would look like a Y. Press into your left elbow just a little bit, and then breathe. Slow your inhale, slow your exhale. We're going to take 3 nice big deep breaths in that. Every time you exhale, you try and release the tension in your back, in your hip, in your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, nice big deep breath in. Exhale, bring your legs back to center so you unwrap the legs. The knees come back to center, pull your left knee into the chest, right leg extends and switch. So you come into that single leg stretch for the abs and for the lengthening of the hamstring. Now when you come into that position, you can have your head down. You can have your head lifted. You're drawing your belly button in nice and tight, so squeeze the navel to spine as you reach and reach. Hollowing the abdominals so that when you come into that extension, you're engaging the core to have that nice long stretch for the glute and the hamstring. You may stay where you are or straighten the leg that's coming in. Now from one side to the next, same thing, you can have your head down. From one side to the next, see if your right leg is a little tighter, if your left leg is a little tighter. You want to try and extend the leg so that that knee isn't always staying bent. If we can't straighten the leg, that means our hamstrings are so tight. We want to be able to get that length back so that we don't end up having disruption into the joints, the tendons, and ligaments in the knee. For 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Now from here, kick the legs. You can stay down on your back or you can come up onto your elbows. Press your chest forward. So again, if I'm here, I can do all that with my legs bent. If we can get our legs straight, even if we just hold still, it's so good for the joints to be able to come into that full extension. Tighten your abdominals for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now open and close the legs and watch the options. So it's just a small little open, close, or open, drop down. Open, drop down. Open, drop down. I can do that here too. It's just going to be higher. I can do that with the knees bent. Tighten your abdominals as you go through that. For 8, open up your heart. 7, 6, 5, try and press your chest towards your thighs. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now crisscross the legs. For 8, same option. I could be down. I could bend my knees. I could have my legs straight up to the ceiling. Find what served you this morning. For 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Soften the knees and tap 1 foot at a time to the floor. So notice if my knees are a bigger flexion, bigger bend, that's going to be less gravity load. If my legs are more extended, that's more gravity load. So play with that and see what feels right for your body today. For 8, 7, 6, see if you can reach out just a little further. 4, 3, last 2, and then we finish this series with those heel clicks, those heel beats. Same options down here, knees bent. See if you can drive the abdominals just a little stronger. We lay down and stretch straight from here, so squeeze as strong as you can. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Lay yourself down. Relax your neck. Take your right foot onto the left knee. So again, we're coming into that in opposition. Now you have that same stretch, opposite side. You'll see this one might be tighter or looser than the other side. Flex your right foot. You can take your hands and reach behind, create a bind on that left hamstring. Breathe a couple times into this, trying to take your right knee and press it out gently. So a couple of things, anchoring your tailbone and making it stretch on that fulcrum is going to deepen the stretch. Again, you can just do what feels good also. But to deepen the stretch, flex your right ankle, your right foot, press your right knee out, and take your tailbone and press it, imprint it into your mat. Inhale, exhale. Keep that foot flexed. One more nice big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release that bind. Take your right foot. You're going to let it come all the way to the floor. Your left hand comes around the thigh and just adds a little gentle pull on that thigh. And then your right arm comes up and out to the side. So you'll notice my right arm, because of my shoulder surgery, I can't go up and touch the floor like I could on the other side. So mine's straight out. But you can have it up like at the other half of that wall. Every time you exhale, try and release into your back. Release your hip. We're going to take 3 more nice deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. One more time, big deep breath in. Try and release the weight of your right thigh. Exhale. Now bring your legs back to center. Once your legs are back to center, tuck the knees in, and then roll yourselves up, coming into that seated position. Options. Hands on your hamstrings, alternating one leg at a time into extension. So you can stay right here. You can take it to that roll like a ball where we roll back and then put on the brakes before the feet touch the ground. So you roll back and forth, loosening up your spine, using your strong abs. I can tuck and reach here. Or I lift my back, roll back down, and then stand myself up. So you sit, control, lift, control, drop, and stand. So again, all of those options are great. I'll go over them again. So continue with where you want to be if you already know. Otherwise, let's scroll through. You can have that leg extension. See if that's what you need more this morning. You can roll like a ball. Loosen up your low back. In all the positions, you want your abdominals nice and strong. I can tuck and reach. I could even take that into a sit-up. We're going to do more of these later, but you could do some of these now. Or lift, roll yourselves up and stand. Nice and strong. I'm so glad you guys are here this morning. Thanks for being with me today. Four more. So your goal is to loosen up and kind of work through your muscle, your joints, your fascia. Last one. Now, if we can, we're going to come into that last one where all of us will come onto our feet. So however you need to get there is great. Then you're on the front end of your mat. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round the back, hands are down. Hop or walk back. Low hover. High hover. Hop or walk in. Chair pose, squeeze your glutes, reach the arms around the outside, come back down. Hop or walk back. Low hover. Now this time listen. High hover, look over your right shoulder. Look center, hop or walk in. Chair pose, lift up, sweep around the outside, hands down. Hop or walk back. Low hover. High hover, look over your left shoulder. Back to center. hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze and lift, hands around the outside, back down, hopper walk back, low hover, high hover, look over your right shoulder, back to center, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your glutes, lift, hands come around the outside, one more time, hopper walk back, low hover, high hover, look over your left shoulder, center, hopper walk in, chair pose, lift the hands, sweep around the outside, hands down, hopper walk back, low hover, high hover, inverted V, press back, float your right leg up and back behind you. So we let it spiral, we let the weight spiral over that left leg, opening up the hip, stretching the obliques, the intercostals. Inhale, exhale so you can press deeper into your left heel. Inhale, exhale, pull your right knee to your right elbow. Float the leg, pull the right knee to the right elbow. Float your right leg, right knee, right elbow. One more, friends. Float your right leg, pull your right knee to your right elbow. Now listen, this time, when you float the right leg, take it straight up. So instead of letting it spiral, just take it straight up. So the difference is, instead of having this open, you're here trying to take it straight back behind you. As far up to the ceiling as feels right for you today. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee to the left elbow. Lift it straight back. Pull the right knee to the left elbow. Lift it straight back. You're going to feel that stretch deeper in the standing leg. And tuck it across. We have just one more. Lift it straight back. Nice and strong. Tuck it across. Now listen, take your right leg, lay it down so you're in pigeon. Take that left leg back, and then you can choose to stay upright here. You can come down on your elbows. You can come down onto your forehead. Move around a little bit in your hip. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Press into where you feel tension. One more nice big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back up. Now, like last week, we're going to rock onto the right hip and take the left foot on top of the right. So we're trying to come back into that crossed position. Some of you, this knee is going to rest all the way on your foot because you are more flexible than me. Some of you, you'll notice how tight you are in that position. You could take it into a cross-legged, or you could take it into less extreme. But in that position, we're just going to hang out there for a second, let it stretch, bring the arms out to the side and pulse. Squeeze the belly button in. Every time we exhale, we want to try and let go and let the weight of this loosen up the hip, around the knee, around the ankle, for 4. Oh, thank you, Marnie. Last 2. And then circle the shoulders back. Nice and strong. So again, if you don't pay attention, you'll notice that this is all gripped uncomfortably. Exhale and relax your joints. Last 4. And 3. Last 2. Now take the arms in front and crisscross. Pull the shoulders back and down, scoop the belly button in. Breathe nice and slow. So you inhale as long as you can and exhale as long as you can. to get closer to the screen. I feel like I wish I could do this from afar. Last 4, 3, 2. I think that's Dari saying thank you. And if it is, thank you, Dari, for being here. I appreciate you. And then arms come back one more time with this leg. For 4, 3, 2, and then circle the arms. So when you're on some of your Zoom calls this week, maybe you could sit in this position, and by next week, we'll notice that this is amazing. We'll try it. Last 4, 3, last 2, crisscross the arms in front for 8. Pull your shoulder blades back and down. Last 4, 3, and we're going to scroll through that series on the other side. Last 2, but before we do that, bring the hands into the floor, lift the heart, and see if you can put just a little bit of pressure into your left knee coming down. Inhale, exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, unwrap yourself, come back onto your hands and knees so we have that other leg to do the same series. So right now you dig your toes into the floor, lift your tailbone, press back into that inverted V. Tread with your feet just a little bit. Try and pull your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then put both heels in connection towards the floor. Float your left leg up and back behind you. So we start out with the stretch being in the hip flexor, the hip, the obliques, and the intercostals on that left side. So right now that left leg spirals back behind the right. Then pull your left knee to the left elbow. Aw, thanks, Akiko. I love hearing from you guys. Pull that left leg up and back behind you. I know for some the live chat isn't the easiest platform, so whether that's email or text or the live chat, thank you so much for reaching out. And then pull that left knee to the left elbow. We have 2 more just like that. Pull that left leg up and back behind you. And tuck, left elbow, left knee. It's in the stillness where the body has to contract in power and control. And lift it one more time. So this is the last one where we spiral. And then pull that left knee to the left elbow. Nice and strong, scoop your belly button in. Now this time, it's gonna be a little bit more uncomfortable on your right leg. This time your left foot comes straight back, lifting that left foot towards the ceiling. So you're turning your left hip towards the ground. When you do that, that's going to really stretch and pull on your tight calf, Achilles, and hamstring. On the right side, pull your left knee across to that right elbow. Scoop your belly button in and hold. And then lift straight back. So again, that left leg lifts back behind you, not spiral. So just straight back this time. Tuck it across your body. Hold. And lift straight back. We have 2 more. The lift of that left leg is to stretch the right leg. Tuck it across your body. Obliques, your transverse and your obliques fire strong. One more time, straight back. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee to the right elbow. Now bring that left knee through to pigeon. Flatten your right foot. Move around a little bit in that. If you can take your shin farther forward, go for it. All depends on how tight you are. And then you can stay up. You can come down on your elbows. You can come down on your forehead. And then just breathe in that for a minute. Check it out. So true. I'm so grateful for this time to connect too. I know you all have different schedules. Some of you are home and bored, and some of you are busier than ever. So we have such a big contrast of what people are facing right now. Just know you're supported in all of that, whether you don't have a second to breathe, and this is your only downtime, we're here for you. If you're bored and this is your only second of activity, we're here for you. Inhale. Exhale, push up. You could have kids and animals climbing all over you right now. We're also here for you. So whatever it is you're facing, better together for sure. Now you're going to rock on that left hip. Take your right foot, put your right foot over the left thigh, and then we just assess that other side. So again, this side might be less tight or more tight than the other, and then start with that pulse of the arm. So your body will just go into its natural tension, and what you're trying to do is use your exhalation to let the knee go, to let the hip go, to let the gravity load of that thigh deepen the stretch. For 8, 7, pull your belly button in nice and tight. Last 6, 5, reaching fingertip to fingertip as far as you can. And then circle the arms. On your exhale, release your hips, try and let them go. You're gonna wanna try and grip tight, and you're trying to release that. And then crisscross in front. Squeeze your belly button in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, we scroll through that one more time. Last 3, 2, your arms are nice and long, nice and strong. We're trying to open up these elbows, pulse back. So our devices and everything that we're on right now, so much more, it's gonna flex this elbow and flex these fingers. Open that up, see if you can stretch that nice and big. And then circle, same thing, nice big reach. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and then crisscross the arms in front, knowing you're on that final, this stretch. Breathe and let go of your right knee, your right hip. For 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bring the hands behind, lift the heart, see if you can add just a tiny bit of pressure down on that right knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, unwrap that, come back onto your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor, lift up into that inverted V. High hover, low hover. High hover, right knee, left elbow. Set it back, low hover. High hover, knee to elbow, same side. Set it back, low hover. High hover, knee to elbow, we have 2 more. Set it back, low hover. High hover, right knee, left elbow. Set it back, now low hover. High hover, hop or walk your feet in, stay down low, tuck the hips under. Hop or walk back, low hover. High hover, hop or walk in, hop or walk back, low hover, high hover, hop or walk in, crouch nice and low, hop or walk back, low hover. Now this time, high hover, hop or walk in, take your legs a little wider and see if you can sink down into that. Open with the hips, so you're dropping the tailbone down through the center. Inhale. Exhale. You can let your body weight shift side to side. Inhale. And then as you exhale, find your center. Step your feet back. low hover, high hover, left knee, right elbow. Set it back, low hover, high hover, take it across, left knee, right elbow. Send it back, low hover. 2 more, friends. High hover, left knee, right elbow. Set it back, low hover, high hover, left knee, right elbow. Set it back, low hover, high hover, press back, inverted V, home stretch, you guys. Float your right leg up and back behind you. Let it spiral open. Inhale. And then exhale, take it straight back. Hamstring stretch on that left side. And then pull your right foot all the way through. Set your left knee down and lift up. So this is where you can double up your mat if you need for your knee. We're leaning in, so last stretch, leaning into this front leg. So the right knee presses forward towards the front of the mat. Then you can reach behind, grab your left thigh, hamstring, or foot. And then from that, so what that looks like is you're leaning into this one. You could be here, here, you could be here. You could pull this foot closer to your glute and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Push your foot into your hand to deepen the stretch. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can lean into this knee just a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release your left foot, reach both hands towards the ceiling, and then come back onto that right heel and pull the left toes towards you. So I could flatten that right foot if I wanted. I could set it out to the side if that feels better. Find what serves you. Pulling the toes, the balls of the foot and the toes towards you is going to deepen that stretch into the hamstring just a little bit and the calf into the Achilles. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come back onto your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor, lift the tailbone, press back. Float your right leg up and back behind you. So we spiral it first. Now take it straight back so you feel a deepening in the hamstring stretch on the right leg. And then pull your left foot all the way through. So your left foot is in between your hands. Drop your right knee, lift up. So from there, I'm pushing into my left knee, I'm stretching from thigh to thigh. I can double or triple this up. And then we're going to take the hands, left hand comes back behind, right hand comes back behind, left hand to the ceiling. You can touch the thigh, the hamstring. You can create that bind with 3 big deep breaths. Look up towards the ceiling if you can. Lean into that front knee. So in that movement, you're trying to press into this. Nice and strong. 2 more big deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your foot. Come back. Pull the left toes towards you. Adjust this right leg for whatever serves you today. See if you can pull this a little closer. Inhale. As you exhale, now listen, you're going to sit onto your left glute, bring your right leg around, scooch forward, and then we come into that tuck and reach. You get to choose. You can be here. We don't get to do very many. Or you can roll yourself to seated, tuck the abs, and reach. So we just increase our blood flow just a little bit real quick. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, reach as far as you can, hand to toe. 4 more, friends. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Now listen, swivel over into a high hover. Same finish in this position. Low hover. You can be on your knees or toes. High hover. This is in team. Low hover. Squeeze your glutes. High hover. Low hover. High hover. Low hover. High hover. Low hover. Strong all the way into our finish. High hover. 5 more, you guys. We got this. Low hover. Hold the plank if you prefer. High hover. Low hover. Strong. High hover. 3 more. Low hover. High hover. Low hover. High hover. 1 more time. Low hover. High hover. Awesome job. Press back into the hips. Lift into that inverted V. Walk the hands back. Relax your head. While you're in this dangle position, reset your body like we talked about at the beginning. Whatever you can let go of, leave it here. And then with intention, roll yourselves up, squeeze your behind, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down so you're standing how you want to walk the rest of the day. Take a deep breath in, arms up, and exhale. Thank you so much for being here this morning, you guys. I appreciate you being with me. I hope that you all have a great rest of the weekend and a happy Easter. And just know that I'll be checking in with you guys soon. For next week, for those of you who are on my email, and I will also send this out, but I'm just trying to assess as far as times of day in the morning, if we're trying to not do 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, are we trying to like do closer to later in the day, later in the morning, or would we be open to an 8 o'clock if I did it? So just putting it out there in case some of you start work so early that you could do a little bit of work and then do an 8 o'clock. And then some of you have kids on Zoom calls at different times.